I know you said you're feeling pretty good, which is great. And so just like we've done in the past, you guys have already kind of hashed it out as to like how you're gonna go, your game plan going into the weekend. We're gonna do our best to make sure that you go into this weekend feeling as good as possible. You know, we're just rehearsing situations where you might run into some trouble and how you're going to get out of it. So what do you guys think about the workouts?
Good. I feel like there's more pros than cons. I think being able to know the workouts the last 3 weeks and just like cut out a bunch of stuff that could irritate me has been really helpful. So, because the first 2 are probably going to be the hardest on my back, I would say, because it's running and clean and jerks, like 50 of them.
Okay.
And then the second workout is like 50 front squats at 155, and I've been doing 155 consistently now for like 3 weeks. So 50 is a lot. Plus double unders with it, so it's easy to just like get into extension there as well.
Okay.
So I would say like that's probably my main concern, right? Or what do you think?
Yeah, and then the snatch deal building up to 175 on day 3.
Yeah.
Just after all that accumulated fatigue, that's the second to last event, and that'll be the heaviest.
Yeah, but I will say like I've been able to train into this competition, and like I hit 175 last week on the snatch, which I was really happy about. I hit like 155 for 3 today on snatch. So I feel like I've been able to like hit things up into the competition, which I haven't been able to do since like 2021. And I feel like so I feel like overall like I've been holding up well with the things that you gave me last time, I guess, and then just so
you've earned this. This is like the ultimate warm-up. This is the like right now it's going to feel like a workout.
Yeah.
Okay, but we're teaching it to you today. You'll have this for the next couple of days. At some point, this goes from being a workout to being your warm-up. This is how you create buffer in your system. This is how you live happily ever after. Okay? Come on over. Let's come outside. So, Randy, can you come on over here?
Yep.
So what we're trying to teach her with this is she's going to progressively get more flexion in the system as she goes from side to side. Okay? She's not going to be perfect at this today, but what's going to happen is we're getting her pelvis to go one way, her rib cage is going to go the other way. What we're going to try to have her minimize is her rib cage taking her head and neck with her. So ideally, she should be able to do this, but most people have a very hard time with it, especially going this way. They'll kind of get shoved over here. Okay?
Gotcha.
Just make sure that it's not so blatant with her. Okay? So, you're going to be in your right foot, left foot back, left hand across your body, above your knee, yes? Most of your weight's in your right foot, got it?
Yeah.
Take a slow breath in. And as you exhale, step back, pass the weight over to your left side, exhale. Slow breath in. Exhale, pass the weight to your right side. Your hand is now below your knee because you're rounding a little bit more. Stay in your right foot. Breath in. Exhale and touch your foot. You're really nice and flexed now. Slow breath in. Exhale. Slow. Touch the foot. See how her head's kind of.
Yeah, is it okay if it displaces right to left? I mean,
You're going to try to minimize that.
Feel it. Feel that thing. It's on. Oh, no, like. Oh, ouch. Yeah, the tree stump's on.
What sort of runs through your head? What's kind of what's ticking through?
Honestly, like the student in me is less like focused on her perspective and more like, ooh, I could probably take this and use this for somebody else. Because like you run into people training wise like that have back issues, so it's like, how can maybe I apply this with somebody else? But then also like remembering, for the sake of like when I see her doing it at home, like, ooh, I can tilt her head this way or I can adjust. But like as far as empathy when it comes to like, you know, watching her do the stuff, like feeling like it's tough or feeling bad for her or whatever, like none of that's really there. Honestly, it's more like how can I kind of remember some of these pieces and then help her through it later. I knew that, but I said Dr. Loke, if I remember correctly, was the first one.
Wait, what's this up here? What is it?
But
He
just
categorizes
laughed. He never
everybody.
agreed or disagreed.
This painting that I found, I had to buy it because it's so representative about how, like, anyone who comes to me, we all have different componentry, either that we're born with, that we were given, or that we've trained and developed, right? So, you know, some people need more help with breathing, some people need more help with their eyes. I mean, we even got one there that has walking sticks, right, or ski poles, right? So it's just a friendly reminder that when I look at the person in front of me, like, how are all their components put together, working together?
Well, he said I was the one with the donut up there, second to last.
He loves donuts.
Okay.
So that fits.
So
and
that
then
fits.
his shoulders are a little off and his head is kind of to one side. So I get it.
Sure.
I see it.
Yes.
I said Dr. Loke was the first one. I couldn't really tell you why, honestly. But
Probably because of the disproportionately big head.
yep.
Didn't I call you the third one from the right?
No.
Oh, Mr. Atomic.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Atomic. Yeah. Yeah, because you were all extended and really didn't know your left from your right. Yeah.
Together. What am I? Am I a different one now?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Okay, what we evolved to.
Oh.
I mean, given how free she can move, gosh, I would say that the one that resonates most with me would be the torso of number 4, because you see that little line down the middle.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that
Symmetrical.
tells us
Ooh.
she knows her left from her right now.
Okay.
Right before she was just kind of stuck. But also, number 2, the limbs having the full freedom of motion, that's incredible. And the head and neck of the second from the right, that's freedom. These are all, these characters all have little componentries of freedom. But no character here has all the elements of freedom.
I'm a different kind of avatar.
That is art.
Yeah.
That is art in its best form. Love that.
99.99% of the people out there do not take into consideration what the shoe is doing to their body. Because a shoe is a floor. No one goes into a shoe store looking for what functionality, what's going to make me feel the best. Everyone's going to be like, that's a cool color, that's a cool design, or that goes with my outfit that I'm going to go clubbing with, or whatever the case might be. Free!
How much? Free.
Nice, thank you. What sport do you do?
CrossFit.
Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha. I used to do track and field, and I always can find out like what my body.
Yeah.
And I couldn't find out like what does she
What
do?
did she do? I did gymnastics for the longest time.
Okay,
before I was a
gotcha,
gymnast.
gotcha. That's right.
And I did do track, but I did the 1 and the 2 mile.
Okay,
Which
but
I know, I
you
don't
have
look
a
like-
good, you have a great endurance in this case.
Yes, a lot of endurance.
Wait, so are you guys the same shoe size?
Yeah, 7.5.
No way. Oh, okay.
Lucky me.
None of my friends, like my best friends, they don't wear 7.5. So I can't give them my
Really
shoes.
like
So I know they're
Lucky
missing
you.
out.
Thank you. I really
Yeah, of
appreciate
course.
it. Okay, that's all?
Yeah.
I have another one.
You want more?
No, like I'm
I can take
shocked,
them all.
actually. Thank you guys.
There you go.
Thank you.
All right.
Hopefully I won't call you this week.
Good to see you.
Yep, good to see you. But feel free to text me. Let me know. Give me updates. Okay, I'm here for you. Okay.
Okay.
Oi, what are you eating?
Well, it was ground turkey and rice. That's how you get to the games, guys. Stare straight out into the street. You eat your turkey minces.
I do a pretty
you
good
just-
turkey call. Do you want to hear it?
I don't know. Is that a turkey?
Did you make that noise?
Yeah. turkey? I don't know.
Yeah, that was good. Do you want to hear mine?
Yeah.
Do you want to hold the camera? Are you ready? Here's mine. Ready?
Come here, turkey.
Mine was way
Oh, we're
better.
ready. Do you want to play?
We're ready.
So I'll just show you a simple explanation that I do is let's pretend this is sunlight and this is my hand. And my hand is a plant's leaf. In the plant's leaf there are light receptors that when sunlight hits them, the plant's light receptors can absorb that energy and then turn it into food. Key thing is that food through photosynthesis doesn't stay in the leaf, but it goes everywhere in the whole plant. In our bodies we have light receptors in the skin and in the eyes that when sunlight hits us we can make melanin for a suntan or vitamin D, and that vitamin D can go all the way to the bones or systemically to support the immune system and dampen inflammation. With a laser, if someone is injured, we can get the laser on the area, it's going to make stem cells. And it's going to be very inexpensive for making the stem cells. And we can get the tissue to repair. Whether it's a ligament, a muscle, or even a fractured bone, studies show we can get that healing up at least 25 to 35% faster. You're also going to increase the energy that your mitochondria, which is the powerhouse of your cells, make. So you're going to get better sports performance. The muscles will be stronger, you'll have better endurance and faster recovery. We're going to improve blood flow and dampen inflammation. And those are some key benefits you're going to get right off the bat with the lasers. One of the cool things that it can do is it can help to break up scar tissue because of that high energy that you have. Also, if you've got chronic infections, lots of research showing it can help to support the body against chronic infections, viruses. During the COVID pandemic, a lot of research came out with the violet against viruses. So we actually have FDA clearances for nail fungus with this thing for knocking that stuff out.
I got
You
nail
one?
fungus.
Okay, so definitely use it up.
I love how
yeah.
excited you are.
So a lot of cool stuff with brain. Concussions too. Concussions are a big one that we work with athletes because you can stimulate brain-derived neurotrophic factor, you can make new synaptic connections, you can calm down the activity of the immune cells, the glial cells in the brain. So it's kind of preventative for CTE, so you're not chewing up that tissue on there. And cool thing with that too is you can do it for performance enhancement. So I have a lot of high-level
Legally.
baseball players. Yes, legally, yes. Exactly.
The side eye.
Yeah. So when we're looking at that, it's just like what we do with supplements, with foods, etc. But with this, you're going to increase the ATP in your cells, increase glutathione, so you've got that anti-inflammatory effect, you've got that increased energy on there, and there are studies that actually showed that athletes who do regular laser therapy, they have improved performance on there because you've got all these different metrics, better blood flow, nitric oxide for blood vessel dilation, you've got the faster repair, all these different
But
cool
would you
things.
say you would have to have it for a time frame beforehand? Like, you know, I'm going to a competition this weekend.
Yeah.
Do you think I would see an increased performance using it from like now to?
Usually when I have athletes do it, we see it that fast, yeah.
Okay.
So I'll even have athletes come in like right before they
Yeah.
play, and that's where I'll do the voodoo looking one where I test the muscle like I did on you,
Yeah.
like I did on you the first time, looking for muscles that are a little inhibited, and then we can stimulate the nerve root to try to activate it.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'll have a lot of athletes before a competition or before, you know, a sporting event, or especially showcases. If they're gonna get scouted, they'll come in, we'll look for weaknesses, we'll put them through different head positions to see when that causes a weakness, and then laser to enhance that, or we can do laser to enhance the balance. So yeah, you're gonna see a fast improvement.
Okay.
Obviously when you're doing it regular, and especially if you're doing something daily, you get that building kind of effect because then you're gonna have the dampening of inflammation, the promotion of more ATP, mitochondrial health. That's a really huge thing, and that's why I like using the combination of laser wavelengths or colors because it will support different aspects of the mitochondria. To the fungus one too. So.
Oh yeah.
You about that fungus life.
Gotta paint those toes.
Yeah,
you
listen,
know?
we've all got something.
Yeah,
We've all
can't
got
be perfect,
something.
guys.
No,
Can't be
exactly. What's it like being a partner of a CrossFit Games level athlete when there's all these things in preparation for it? Because it's not just you guys show up on Thursday and it's
Right.
there's all this stuff that we've just done.
I think I kind of get desensitized to it sometimes, honestly. Like, I'm very much like pragmatic, like mindset of like, what are we doing tomorrow? What are we doing next week? Like, what's the next thing? Like, that's kind of that's how I am at work too. Like, I don't typically dwell on the losses for too long or the things that could have been better. It's more like analyze and then try to make it better moving forward. Every other week we'll do like questions, like we open a question book and just like something to stimulate conversation on like kind of checking a pulse on our relationship.
He can understand where I'm coming from just because he's been around athletes basically his entire life. Plus he was an athlete too. But I think it's different when you can do both, right? Like you're an athlete for a certain extended point of your life, and then he became a coach, so he's kind of seen both perspectives and sides. So I think that brings a whole nother dynamic compared to someone that is also an athlete at the same time. I think that would be really tough and really hard. But yeah, I feel like that's the biggest thing, is that he gets it. He understands that I have to be in the gym for like 5 or 6 hours, and I'm not gonna go out to eat all the time. Nor does he like that stuff either. So he's pretty introverted like me. I feel like I'm introverted and extroverted, but it's like we don't really want to do all that stuff that I guess normal people do. So it's like a great dynamic for us that we kind of choose to just be homebodies, which is very helpful for my sport and what I do. And I think the same could be said for him too, because he's constantly gone and constantly traveling. So like the last thing he wants to do is like go out anywhere or even travel. So I think he appreciates that I'm like, yeah, no, we can just stay at home. This is great. I take advantage of every moment. Anyways, yeah, I feel like overall peace. He brings a lot of just peace to a situation that's very chaotic. So I love it.
Okay, so this is the outro. What are we doing?
Right.
What's the
Okay,
stance? This
so
is the
right
power
foot
pose.
forward, guys. Right foot forward. Find your heel in your glute in your left side. Go bend. All right, and then you should be over on your left side. So bring your body over. Yep. Shoulders squared, and then everyone do the Bella side eye to the left.
I feel like I'm gonna fall that way.
Yeah, I do.
Exactly.
Oh, this is a nice one.
All right, everybody feel their inner thigh.
Oh, I'm feeling it.
Okay, now we can talk.
Okay, so now that we're feeling it, Beth, let the people know what's up next. What's happening in the next 24 hours and 48 hours.
All right, guys, in the next 24 hours, hopefully I can get some sleep. Hopefully I continue to be on my left side and feel my inner thigh. Tomorrow, we have check-in.
Yeah, me too.
We got check-in tomorrow.
Chicken?
Check-in.
Yeah.
We got a brief tomorrow. And then on Friday, everybody feeling the burn?
Yep, yes ma'am.
I'm feeling it. On Friday, we compete. We got event 1. We only got one event, but it's a hard one. It's gonna burn so bad, just like the center thigh. All right.
Nice. We out?
We out.
We out.
Bye, guys.
Woo woo.
Everybody get on the left side.